All right, world. Welcome back to Life to the Max. We got a very special guest today, Max. We got Mario Canon in the building.
Yo, what's up?
We met him at Flawless Sneakers and Jewelry. That's how you properly pronounce it, right?
Yeah. Flawless Kicks.
Flawless Kicks. It was at a meet and greet for Allen Iverson and Dennis Rodman. What happened, Max? What happened, Max, at this meet and greet?
So I was chilling in the back, and people just kept coming up to me.
People thought Max was famous wearing these Prada sunglasses. With his designer clothes. Actually, you had the Bulls gear on because you wanted to meet Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I should have had designer clothes on.
Yeah. Look, what does that say? That's a statement within itself. You didn't need the designer clothes to look good, Max.
You're right.
It's just extra shit, you know what I'm saying? But we got Mario Canon with us.
Yo, what's up, family?
I heard you got a song with NLE Choppa buzzing right now.
Yeah, it's called Praying Bad. It's going crazy right now.
Hell yeah, that's dope. We met NLE Choppa at the event too. That's where we met Mario, and Mario had the graciousness to approach Max and say what's up, and we got him on the podcast today.
He just said, I'm going to lock you in. Like I want to affiliate with you. And I was like, what? Like, this guy's got like 500,000 followers on Instagram. He's like, what? Like, he just...
That just goes to show.
I want the affiliation with you, Max Quadfather. That's what I want.
Yo, honestly, it just goes to show how down to earth you are, man.
Yeah,
I met a lot of artists that they got a big ego. I'm not talking shit about anyone specifically, but you know, if you're on your own grind, you're in this cutthroat industry. It's easy to be so stuck in a selfish way almost. You know what I'm saying? Would you agree to that?
Well, it's like because a lot of times you get guarded because artists go through a lot, man. So a lot of times they don't know how to handle. It's frustrating. You know, I go through a lot too. So I might appear to be maybe an asshole to certain people. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the day you get me, because who knows? I might just lost a bunch of money, or somebody might have just stole from me again for the 400th time. You know what I mean? You just never know. But some artists don't know how to endure all that pain. They carry it with them. And me, I just let it brush off because I've been through so much more in life.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I totally understand what you're saying because I've had a lot of people steal from me too.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Same, man.
Don't understand, like people close to me as well.
Those are the first ones that'll steal from you. The people that you love and endearment, because they can use it as a cloak. You know what I'm saying? That's their cloak to get close to you and take whatever resources they need, whether it be financial or just your time.
Yeah, this bitch stole $2,000 from me.
Petty.
Yeah. It's like, and she was like right there, like rubbing my hair and stuff, and like I felt like I was in peace, and like little did I know, like she said she needed help with her phone bill, so I was cool with it, and she just kept quick paying herself till it got to like $2,000.
Damn, she was slowly taking those cookies out the jar, huh?
So, yeah.
Well, she was making them feel at peace while she took a piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It be the ones closest that hit you the lowest. And they hit you the lowest because they are the closest. They can reach.
This Life to the Max, we kick it off the right way, right?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. We diving right into this right after the intro. My fault, Max. My fault, Quadfather. Go ahead. Run that shit.
So run. Paralyzed from the neck down. Breathing through a machine. But that doesn't stop me from following my dreams and doing what I love to do. I don't got any excuse, and neither should you. Let's get into this.
Let's go. Hell yeah. So we all see you got that hit with NLE Choppa, but tell me about some other features you got going on, cause I seen you had a first feature with Lil B. Was that your first bigger feature?
No, man, my first bigger feature I want to say was with Montana 300.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
I actually opened up for Montana 300.
Really? Yeah. That's my boy. We've known each other for over 10 plus years.
Nice. Y'all look related.
Yeah, we've been rocking for a long time. We from the same area.
I want to meet this dude. I love this guy.
Yeah, I could probably make that happen for you. Montana's my close boy. Like we close.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He's a good friend of mine.
Hell yeah.
It's just real long.
Yeah, man.
So did you know him before you were getting into music, or how long have you been into music?
I've been in music my whole life.
Whole life?
Yeah, so like I knew him.
Because you're an OG compared to him, right?
No, we the same age.
Oh, for real? I thought Montana was younger.
No, we the same age.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So me and Montana are the same age. We came up together. And so, my cousin actually was his DJ.
Oh shit.
Decent.
in Peoria. And so my cousin was DJing for him, and he kept telling me about Montana. And so what crazy was, me and him were getting booked for the same shows. And so like he would like be at a show, and I'm booked for a show. So eventually
Like,
we
what
ended
up?
up. We just started working together. And
Okay.
you know, we did a couple of. I got a lot of songs with him actually. I actually got a song with me, him, and Busy Bone together.
Nice. Yeah, I
Do you
seen
like
that. I seen that.
song Air Jordan?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, I was rocking with Bro Tup, and when he dropped Air Jordan right after that, I did a Try Me remix in which he was in the video with me.
Oh, try.
Yeah,
So good.
I slaughtered that, and Montana was like, you know, I had the best Try Me remix other than his. Yeah, he said, man, you got bars, man. Keep spitting the real shit, and that's what I did.
I have
Oh,
to
yeah.
meet Montana 300 because I have a shit ton of Air Jordans. I'll be playing
We'll see if
that.
we can make that happen for you, man.
I'll be playing that song when he walks in.
You know, man, Montana's a good dude, man. Definitely taught me a lot of jewels, so definitely.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Montana.
Shout out to my bro Montana,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Montana 300. What other artists would you say was super fun doing the feature with?
Montana, Lil B, the bass god, of course, right?
How is his personality in person, dog? Because I just picture him being like super cool, like to be around, like funny as hell.
Yeah, it was all mostly over the phone. I've been following Lil B. I was a huge Lil B fan from like early 2000s. Like, so I'm a real Lil B fan. Like, I'm the true like bass.
Bass god.
I was going to his concerts, bro.
Yeah.
I was going to
that's
his concerts on probation. Like, I wasn't supposed to be leaving the state.
Dang.
And I was like leaving the state to see. He was actually wearing one of my shirts. I got an old picture when I was super young with him. And then oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. But I got a picture of him from back in the day, and it's crazy, man, because I always wanted to do a song with him, and now I got like
And you
3
got
of
it.
them. I got 3 songs. I didn't even release all of them.
That's awesome.
He was telling me, he told me he wanted to do a mixtape with me. So I still haven't, embarked on that. But
Where's he from?
he's from the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from Cali.
You could adjust the mic however you want, by the way. if
Yeah,
you want.
he's from Cali. He's originally from Berkeley.
Uh,
He's a Berkeley boy. But he's a good ass dude, man. He's crazy. Crazy.
do you know what? Did you know Berkeley is where 420 came from?
I did not know that.
Okay, so like all the kids at Berkeley would get out at 420 and then they would smoke, which means
Oh.
we need to smoke right now.
Stop
I thought 420. I thought something with the cannabis was established on April 20th.
No. It was
Maybe there's multiple
no,
reasons, dog.
No, it's because Berkeley.
We gotta fact check this.
Berkeley got out at 4:20 p.m. and they would always go smoke.
So you're telling me
Really?
the whole country established 420 as a national weed symbol because of a school getting released at a certain time and all the
Yes.
kids getting high? I
Yes.
don't believe it, Max.
it. Yo,
believe it.
if y'all watching this, man, let's fact check this. Let's make sure that Max keeping it real. I think Max might be honest. I think Max is telling the truth.
All right, you know what? We got to look it up right
It sounds
now. Give me-
crazy
give me-
enough to me to be true. Because sometimes that's how stuff be coming up.
Speaking of 420, we need to light up. We need to light up. Where's the lighter at?
Wow,
Oh,
Max is right.
I
According
know.
to Time
So-
Magazine.
Bro,
According to
hey.
Time Magazine, 420 can be traced to 1971 when a group of 5 students at San Rafael High School in Marin County, California began meeting at 4:20 p.m. to smoke marijuana. That's crazy, Max.
I was already believing him. I told you.
Hey, bro, it's life to the facts.
I
Yeah,
told
life to the
you.
facts.
Come on, baby.
Life to the facts. That's hilarious. Yeah,
Now
you
we
need
know.
the friend that disagrees with you, and you need the friend that agrees with you. You know what I'm saying? It's,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
balance of everything.
Yeah, so we're balanced right now.
Funny as hell. Y'all need a lighter?
Yeah, we need a lighter. We need a lighter, right? We need a lighter. Crazy.
Crazy world, man, right now.
Did you didn't know that about 420?
I had no idea, Max. You just taught me something new again.
The world 420 is like a huge thing, and it's because of these 5 kids getting out of school at 420 smoking weed.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yo, it came from some high school kids, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, so I've been meaning to ask you, you're a very busy man when it comes to this music shit. You're buzzing. You're blowing up.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, what's like your day-to-day on the music side of things? Describe your work day, you know?
I'll be honest with you, man. I'm up. I'm up by 6 or 5:30. And I've already probably been talking to producers or been working on music already. Mm-hmm. And I'm already starting my business calls, and I got to get ready to hit the gym. So
I like that.
So music, gym. I wake up, drink a bottle of water every morning. All right, full bottle of water. Get
16 ounces back.
Ready to throw it back.
So it might not be lit.
Do you need a lighter?
I can't inhale, so it's a little difficult.
Speaking of the gym, I seen that you sponsor First Form.
Well, they sponsor me.
They sponsor you.
Yeah.
Did you meet Andy?
I met Andy Priscilla. Yeah.
Yeah. So I only watched one other podcast, and that's
Brad Lee.
Yeah, that's his shit.
Yeah, I was just on the show.
Were you?
You didn't see
on a real AF, real Andy Frisellas?
You didn't see my episode on dropping bombs?
No.
On Brad Lee?
Nah, I didn't.
Had one of the most powerful episodes, bro.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm slacking.
Yeah, it just dropped, man. It was
We're gonna check that.
Incredible, man. It was one of my best ever interviews I've ever done.
Hell yes.
He dug real deep and got me, man. And I really appreciate Bradley a lot. And shout out to Andy Priscilla too, man. I love First Form. We're a family, so for sure.
Hell yeah.
Bro, at the end of this podcast, we have to give just a glimpse of that song you did with Emily Chopper, because that shit fucking smacks.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm definitely gonna include that in the intro before
Let's
this.
do it.
Yeah. But how was meeting the team at First Form? Because I see a lot of Andy, you know, and I know what he's doing. He's in the Midwest, right? He's in St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah. So how did they reach out to you? How did they find you? How did you get to networking with them?
I had a mutual connect. Peter, aka Chappie. He has a podcast called Roll Call with Chappie. It's really huge out in AZ. Mm-hmm. And I ended up getting on his show. He seen me working out in the gym. He's like, Mario Canon. What's up, bro? I'm a huge fucking fan. You know.
Is that what you just recently released in early October? Was that the champion shit on the podcast?
The Chappie, yeah.
Chappie?
Roll Call with Chappie. So
yeah.
he see me. He's like, what's up, Mario Canon? So we ended up connecting, and he signed with First Form. And I was already buying First Form and already, involved with First Form. So then once he could make that connection, I got signed immediately.
Wow.
That's amazing. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's First Form is bigger than it's not a supplement company. It's like a family, right? And so it's more about just helping and building, creating a community of people that actually give a fuck, right? People who actually care about real shit. I'm not trying to sell you a product.
Right.
I'm trying to help you win.
Yeah, listening to the podcast, everyone seems super supportive of all different walks of life. Everyone that's a part of their team, they got a role and they really put light on them. And yeah, shout out to Andy, shout out to all of them.
You gotta do something, man.
What's up, man?
When you hit the gym in the morning, after you're done and you shower up, just read a little bit in a book.
I read every day.
You do?
Every day.
Okay.
You know why?
Bars.
And I did 75 hard. So I was trying to get through 75 hard, right?
Explain to Max what 75 hard is, real quick.
So 75 hard is a challenge for First Form, Andy Frisella. And so you have to work out twice a day, read every day, consume a gallon of water every day, and take a picture every day of your progress.
Okay.
And you gotta work out. And one of the workouts have to be outside.
I love that.
I did it for 46 days before I failed.
Before you failed?
I failed. I was missing the flight. I was going to get on the flight, and I needed to do a workout outside. And I was a pussy, and I had to take a nap.
Hey, at least you're owning it.
I was like, I'm tired, man. I'm going to take this nap. And then I failed. But Andy Frisella, First Form, I'm getting back in the game, man. I'm going to do my 75 hard again. I'm going to start it in better weather. Illinois weather kind of weak. It's kind of weak, right?
Illinois sucks.
Come on, Max. The weather it'd be sunny one day. The next day it's a tornado with snow inside. Like, what the hell is that?
We got to open a gym in L.A.
Man, we got to open a gym in AZ.
Yeah, AZ sounds good too, Scottsdale.
Come on, man. Scottsdale, where the foxtail? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You guys are funny as hell, man. Yo, so what's one of your proudest moments in your entrepreneur career? I won't even hold you to just your music side.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. My most proudest moment in my entrepreneur career It's just owning my first franchise, right? So owning a gym, Anytime Fitness. Like I fought for that, man. It was something I didn't know how I was gonna do it.
You own Anytime Fitness?
Yeah, I was broke as shit, but I was a trainer, and I was really good at what I was doing, and people loved me. So I was able to save my coins up, and through the grace of God and great relationships, I was able to figure out a way to buy that damn gym I was working at.
Yeah.
So I bought the place where I worked. That was
Very
one
nice.
of my proudest moments ever.
You were an employee,
I was an employee.
and then you bought it.
I bought it.
What a fucking flex, bro.
Let's go.
What a flex.
I wish we had that one. That goes
Max, that's living life to the max, if I ever heard it. That's living life to the
Real
max.
talk, man. And it was tough because the guy wanted to close it. He was either going to sell it or close it. And I had quit my job to do this. I had a good, it was a decent job. I had a decent job at the time with health, dental, vision. You know what I mean?
What was your age?
Huh?
What was your age?
At that time, I was like 27.
You're my age.
And so I had a decent job. And I was like, man, I'm set. You know, I got a job, you know, got health, dental, got a little car, a little phone, got a little place. It's all good. But I quit it.
Took a leap.
I took a leap of faith with no schedule, no guaranteed pay, no nothing.
You got dental already, man. Look at them teeth. Pearly whites.
But the thing is, man, is that I took a risk on myself.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, I needed to do that because I really love music. And I knew that if I would have stayed at the job I was at, I wasn't going to continue my music career the way I needed to put all the energy I needed to do in music. This is why, you know, you see that's why we're sitting here right now. If I had not did that, I would have never met Max or you, E.
Facts.
Or the cute nurse. I would have never met any of you guys.
Shout out to Cindy.
So city.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just being real. Like, so, you know, God moves in different ways into people, and that's why I'm here talking to y'all right now.
So after you took that big leap of faith.
Amen to that, man.
Hell yeah, amen. After you took that big leap, when did your music start gaining traction? Or were you always buzzing a little bit?
I always had a little buzz a little bit, right? Always had a little buzz. But it really blew up, man, even more. It went crazier when Twista took me on tour, bro. And then I was on the show Empire. So being on that TV show also boosted my career. So when people see me on an actual national television, like, oh, my God, this guy is somebody. And then they went and checked out my music, and it kind of just was a full circle.
Hell yeah. I heard a story about Twista one time. I used to drive school buses, and one of my bosses, his son also made music. So I'm talking to him about me making music. He tells me about his son. And he said, yeah, my son's actually doing a song with Twista. And he goes, and I got nothing but respect for Twista because Twista told my son that I will not do a feature with you unless you show me your report card having all A's. You know? That shit is dope. That shit's, I never met Twista, but I heard that about Twista, and that says a lot about him as a man.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he could ask for money. He didn't know this kid. He didn't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? But he was being a good influence.
Yo, Twist, shout out to Twist. Twist be lecturing me all the time, man. I remember when I first started touring with them and stuff, and he'll pull me to the side, Max. He'd be like, hey, man, listen, here's what you got to do on stage. You know, he talk like a smooth. Twista got the smoothest voice. He can convince you to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Twista convince you to turn the heat on at 80 degrees outside.
Funny as hell.
Turn the heat on.
This is how you're going to kill
What'd he tell you, though? What'd he tell you,
That's how
though?
you're going to kill him.
He was telling me how to work the stage. He said, listen, man, hey, don't nobody care about you rapping, man. Nobody care. Look at you. Give them what they want. They like the way you look. Go out there and move around a little bit. You ain't got to dance. You got to know dance moves. Nobody care about that. I'll just take all his advice, man. Twista always got some real shit to say to me, man.
Yeah.
And he's such a good guy, man. I'm so blessed to have him.
I like how involved he is with so many different artists and so many different events. I see him everywhere. I see him at different car meets. I see him at different shows. And it's not even like huge events either. You know, he's showing love to all walks.
Dude, he does humble events, bro. He'll come and pop out for all types of stuff, man. I can text him right now and say, hey, Twist, can you pop up with something? He'll let me know yes or no.
Hell yeah.
Or I'll get a random call from him. He'll tell me he got an idea for me.
Hell yeah.
That happens to me. It happens to me quite often.
That's love. That's love. Shit, I wish I was
really
getting
is.
text messages from Twista. That's dope. Max, if you were to hang out with any musician on a leisure level, who would you want to hang out with?
Mario fucking Canon.
Hey.
What? Let's go! That's my boy.
Funny as hell.
Dude, me and him were like two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Hey, my headphones are falling off.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, y'all never seen Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, me and Max like Smokey and Craig.
He never seen Friday.
Well, you ain't put him on Friday yet?
I tried. He don't listen. I could only teach a man to fish. I can't tell him
He gotta watch Friday, and you gotta be high when you watch it.
No, I watched Friday. I did. I watched Friday. They're sitting on the. Can you push me to the right? They're sitting on the.
Hey, Max, who win Friday? If you watched it, who win it?
Ice Cube and Chris Tucker.
Okay, you watched it.
And Debo.
But you win. You live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Max, I don't believe you.
I swear I watched it.
All right, what did Smokey smoke with the Mexicans that made him get his twitch?
Ooh, this is a good one right here.
Wasn't it crack?
Close, but false. Here, hold on. I got another one. After he smoked the crack that you say, where did he wake up?
He said crack. we gonna come back to that.
Did he wake up in Ice Cube's house?
No.
Nope. He smoked angel dust, and he woke up in Debo's pigeon coop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, he said crack.
I swear I watched
you
it.
made my man a crackhead. He's not a crackhead. He's a pothead. That's too funny, man.
It was funny. Yo, I tell people all the time that Chris Tucker kind of like ruined his career a little bit by playing Smokey because he played that role so good.
He was too good.
That in every other movie they expect Smokey. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not Chris Tucker no more. He's Smokey in every role.
Like the night before Christmas, featuring Smokey.
Yeah.
What a Christmas gift, man. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking.
Funny as hell. I would love to sit down with Chris Tucker. He's funny as fuck.
Man, his voice is so high. He got a high voice.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, he be there.
You sounded like Mickey Mouse.
What is this, man? And you got that like. Anything he say gonna be funny. He can say regular stuff. Man. It's gonna be funny.
Say your friend look like Janet Jackson.
Look more like Freddie Jackson.
You're so sexy, little girls.
All right. The people could put on Friday if they want to watch the shit. We getting back to Mario Canon's interview. Max is over here getting high, blowing O's. I seen it coming. He used to perfect this talent.
I'm good now, man. I'm out.
Yeah,
I can't hang out. I can't hang with the big boys. I'm still a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next,
Mario,
man? What are you looking forward to?
I gotta ask you something. So, your upbringing, how was it like growing up? So I'm in a psychology class right now. I've been saying that for the past like 3 freaking podcasts. And there's like an authoritative family, which is like a family, like a regular family, you know, go to college, blah, blah, blah. There's authoritarian, where it's like kind of like a dictatorship. There's permissible, where like they don't really like, you know, care what you do. But like, you know, like they're still kind of involved, and then there's uninvolved.
Max is a master psychologist right now. He's in class for this.
So I think I would probably fall under principorial, whatever it's called.
Permissible.
Okay. Because.
So they were involved, but they didn't really care about what time you went to sleep and stuff like that.
I had a mom. My mom. I was raised in a single parent household.
Oh.
Okay, and then my mom was married for a little bit, but for the most part, she raised me by herself.
Hey, shout out to all the single moms out there.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So, like high school and everything, did you excel or?
So my childhood had its ups and downs. Man, I lived in the projects as a real early part of my stage of my life, and then we lived a lot better as like for grade school, middle school, because that's when she was married at the time. And then high school, I had pretty good grades. I was an athlete. I played basketball. I played varsity basketball since the 8th grader.
Bro, that's good. Shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you,
honestly, man. That's good. It's good you didn't go the wrong direction.
I did go the wrong direction.
You did?
Right
well,
after
we didn't get to that part.
Yeah, so right after school, right after high school, I had a few scholarships for basketball and academic.
Did you play football?
No, just basketball.
Just basketball?
I was never big like to play football until I got older.
Okay.
But after that, I went to the streets. You know, um, I was living a double life, so I'm be on campus, but then I'm right back to the block. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't go to college far away. I went to the University of Illinois in Springfield. Well, I'm from Springfield.
Yeah.
So if you know anything about Springfield, as far as a black community, man, we still got a lot of growing to do. And, you know, I'm still trying to fight the good fight. But at that particular time, man, I was, you know, my family, we don't come from much. We don't have nothing. So we looked up to, as young adults, young men, we looked up to the streets, you know, so the hustlers, you know what I mean? So that's the route I took. And I ruined a lot of opportunities for myself. I lost a lot of, I lost my siblings, a lot of my siblings to gun violence. So I was surrounded by a lot of death, a lot of drugs, a lot of pain. And I had to learn on my own because I didn't have a father to guide me, you know. So it was rough, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And it got rough after high school, and that was the decisions I made. And I could have made better choices, but I needed more information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had a guest, okay, his name's Laro, the comedian, and he kind of lived in the same area, and he said he looked up to, like, you know, the drug dealers and all that stuff, and, like, he wanted to be a drug dealer, you know, basically so he can get the shoes they're wearing and the clothes they're wearing and the bitches they have. Is that what you, like, saw?
You know what? Mine was a lot deeper than that and shallow at the same time, not knowing as a youngster, right? Mine reason, because I wanted to feel loved and I wanted to provide for my family, because my family's so poor. We never had anything, right? You know, my cousins, you know, our families ain't got big houses, or half of the people ain't got cars, half of the people ain't got high school diplomas. Nobody even, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was the first person in my house to graduate high school. You know what I mean?
Shout out to you.
So that's why I was in the streets, because I wanted to provide. I wanted to be a provider. I wanted to be seen as such. I wanted to be seen as a leader. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking for acceptance and clearance in the wrong arena. But I didn't know no better, man. That's what I thought was what I had to do.
So, going back to psychology. When you were going through that age, it's called integrity versus role confusion. And I went through the same thing, same fucking thing.
Preach.
And you know what I did? I went to the military because I thought, oh, that's my destiny. That's what I have to do. And then I started, like, becoming a leader in the military. And you wanted to be a leader in the streets.
Plot twist. I joined the military. I got into the Air Force.
Let's go, bro. Oh, shit.
I got kicked out.
We got a vet. Oh.
Because I got locked
Did you hear his disappointment? He said, let's go. Oh.
I got kicked out right before basic training. I got locked up. I told my recruiting officer, the one at Sergeant Doyle, actually, remember his name to this day. I said, hey, man, I called him. I said, yo, move my date up sooner. I said, because if you don't send me off to basic training, I'm going to be dead or in jail. I got locked up the next 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, the Air Force, they have a zero tolerance for drugs and felonies and stuff like that. So that was it. I got my letter in the mail, and I was fighting the case.
Were you able to go to the Air Force?
Hell no.
Because of the felonies?
You might have been able to go to the Army.
They weren't even trying to put me in the Army.
No.
Because they made the situation bigger than what it was. And, you know, I guess they were trying to make an example out of me.
Right.
But I was a A and B student.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know damn well that I needed help. Like,
how old were you at this time? 20?
No. I was a teen. I was 19.
You were 19?
I was 19. And I was a National Achiever Society, NAACP Recognition Award.
Damn.
You know, Capital Scholar Program. Only let 100 freshmen in the University of Illinois in Springfield. I was one of them. I was the only black kid in that program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to you, man.
So with all those accolades, you would have think the system
would have gave you
would have
a little bit of a
understood
break.
and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm not putting this on your record. Here's what you're about to do. Because it's me, if I was a person in a position of power, in which I become a person in a position of power, I understand the true meaning of a second chance. I feel like this country makes money off mistakes, and that's why they popularize and they glorify bad behavior because it's so profitable on all ends, from the penal system to people dying. It's business, bro.
Well, I mean, branching off of that unfortunate event in your life, do you believe that that made you a stronger individual and led to your success now?
Damn right it did. Think about it, man. My whole adolescent career, my whole life, I was in the system. So I never, I was in the system for the rest of my life. So I couldn't do things that normal students could do in college. Like, it was hard. When people got to travel out of state, I had to get a permission slip to travel out of state. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I got people. Yeah. I got people coming to my dorm, and uniform officers checking for alcohol, because as a felon, you're not allowed to have alcohol even when you're 21 in certain counties. I'm checking in like a kid.
Yeah.
And I couldn't travel. But then I just started breaking the rules. I didn't care no more. I couldn't get no job, man. Like, nobody was hiring me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard, man. It sucked. It sucked, but it did make me appreciate my freedom to move freely and just to be a free thinker. So I'm glad all that happened to me, because I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. Mm-hmm. And I get a hell of a shit being on the public eye right now, right? I got video in Elite Choppers, about to hit million views. I got a lot of stuff going on. You don't think I get a lot of messages, a lot of threads, a lot of people talking shit to me all the time, every day. But I don't care. That's nothing compared to what I've been through. Yeah, I don't give a shit what you say to me. You can call me any name. You just making some sounds with your mouth. You're pussy.
Oh yeah, you're just making sounds with your mouth. Max likes
Actually, they're making sounds. Not even sounds. They're just fucking sending messages.
Max likes to preach to guests on the podcast about appreciating the little things.
Yeah.
You know, because, obviously, unfortunately, that got stripped away from Max.
Yeah.
And from your story, you were kind of telling a little bit like Max's story, like you had to go through what you went through, and it helped you appreciate the freedom that most people take for granted. It helped you appreciate the freedom to think, the freedom of action, and that most people take for granted, you know what I'm saying? Until you get that shit taken away, you just don't know.
And it's crazy. I was just talking about Max. I don't know if you didn't see my Brad Lee podcast, and I didn't know you before this, but I talked about how blessed I am to wake up every morning, and I'm able to see, hear, taste. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I don't want to take this for granted. So while I have it, let me use this shit to the maximum ability, to the max, to help others.
Yeah.
That's why when I seen you, bro, I just seen you. You was fresh. You was cool. I don't care about the other. I don't give a shit, bro. You're a bro like all of us. We all family, bro. We all part of the same race, the human race, baby.
So that's amazing to hear, because
I see tears falling behind those Prada glasses, Max.
So many people like look at me like I'm sick, or like I'm not like a normal person. Like, they're scared to touch me and stuff. Like, bro, you just gave me a hug like an hour ago, and like I felt like the pressure. I didn't feel you, but I felt the pressure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And going through my car accident and losing everything besides my voice and my mind and my head. The shit's tough, man. It really is. And then almost dying again 2 months ago, and Eric was there. I mean, dude, like, it was bad. Like, I had a fucking thing down my nose. It was. You remember it?
I remember. We got a podcast episode about it called 15 Days. You spent 15 days straight in the hospital. You could barely talk.
And I got out of it, and I appreciate my bed more. I appreciated my TV. TV more rather than like being like, oh, I hate my life. When it got a lot worse when I went to the hospital for 15 days in an ICU.
Max, you remind me of a story I didn't share on the podcast yet, because we shared the parade story. We shared when we first met.
Yeah.
You know, Max invited me to a parade, and I'm thinking he's on the sidelines, right? But I meet him, and next thing you know, he's leading the parade. And I look at myself like, I'm glad I dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? We're leading the parade. We've got squad cars behind us escorting us through the city. Anyways, fast forward, what I'm trying to get at that I haven't told anyone. Keep in mind, this is the very first time I'm meeting Max, and this is at a parade, so he's the man. So everyone's approaching Max like, hey, Max, how you doing? You know? And he's like, yeah, good, you know, to different people. So I couldn't take it anymore. I looked at him. I was like, bro, does that shit fucking annoy you? Do you remember this? Do you remember this, Max? I'm like, yo, does that shit fucking annoy you? Keep in mind, we haven't had, like, real conversations yet. I'm just, hey, how you doing, you know, between me and Max. And he's like, does what annoy me? And I'm like, the way they talk to you like you're a fucking puppy, dog. And he's like, all the time. He's like, dude, you trying to get out of here? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you comfortable driving my van? And I'm like, dude, I drive FedEx trucks. I'm like, I could drive your van. You know? He's like, Mom, Eric's taking me home. And his mom's like, who's Eric? We fucking left.
Yeah, no, because so many people are like, hi, sweetheart, are you okay? Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face.
Damn, dude.
But no, for real, like, I take care of my handicapped grandfather too. And like, you know, like, I don't look at people's conditions. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. You shouldn't look at someone's.
So many people do though, especially nowadays.
But I think it's just because people aren't exposed to it.
When we were at that meet and like people thought I was famous, then they came up to me.
The opposite.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Fuck yeah!
Like,
Shout out to Mario.
Who is this?
Shout out to Mario, thinking you were famous, approached you like, yo, I heard you got a podcast. I'm exaggerating.
That's exactly what didn't happen.
I'm exaggerating.
Did you think I was famous?
Fuck no.
I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
I just say, well, you was fresh.
But there were some people at this event that did think Max was famous. They're like, yo, I seen your TikToks. You know, we're not on TikTok yet.
No.
You know?
Damn, I'm like, yeah, you see my TikTok? Yeah, okay, cool. You want a picture?
You see my click caught.
But what's funny about that, bro, is the day before, the literal day before, he's having physical therapy done, and he's talking to his physical therapist, and he's like, dude, I want to be famous. And his therapist looks at him like, are you sure you want to be famous? Would you be able to handle being famous? And Max thinks about it. He's like, yeah, I want to be famous, you know? And then the next day, he gets a little taste of having that exposure.
Listen, it's not that I want the fame. What I want to do and what I feel my testimony is to help people.
Facts.
That's what I feel my testimony
Facts.
is. My testimony is to help people preach and let them know that life is precious.
Uh-huh.
You only get one. I'm living my life to the max as much as I can.
Hell
you
yeah.
know, and those people out there that are crying about a bill or they're crying about, you know, like money, or if they're crying about a girl, or if they're crying about fucking simping, stop, go for a run.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like train your body, stop sitting on the couch and eating chips, you know, like
Yeah.
God
Take a
wants
leap.
you to be close to your body, you know, drink good water and go for a run and make your life meaningful. Whatever it is, art, rap,
Whatever it is.
music, you
Life
know,
to the max.
Me, I can't do anything, but I'm trying to be an actor. Like, I want to be an actor one day. That's like one of the big things that I want to do, and hopefully one day I can do it.
Watch this. Yo, Max, you know I'm an actor, right? You know I've been on Empire.
Yeah.
Fox Empire. I won Best Actor in Chicago in 2020 in the film festival, right? I have a film company.
He said, watch this.
Oh shit.
So I can get you in a film, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shout out to Baby Horchata. He's my director. He's my
What a raw ass name. Baby Horchata.
Yeah, he's a comedian too. He's my co-owner of Star Power Film Company. We got you, Max.
Look at Max. He's been crying behind those Prada sunglasses
Max, I
for the
can make
past
that
20
happen.
minutes.
I can make that shit happen. We film right in
Fucking take 'em
Chicago,
all.
Joliet. We're always filming. I got you, bro. I got
Hell
you.
yeah.
Man, I'm
gonna set it up
fucking-
today. I will be with Ruben today. Baby Horchata will be with me today, filming my last podcast.
Dude, I'm fucking blown right now. To be honest with you, because I mean, like, that's literally what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to be an actor.
Put you in short films, build your resume. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's do it.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
instead of having an actor that is not paralyzed, I'm gonna have an actor that is paralyzed. And it's dope as fuck.
And guess what? You're gonna be in contact with you today.
Oh man, that's life changing.
It is.
Crazy. That's crazy. Holy fuck.
You deserve it, bro.
No, I don't.
You do. We're gonna get it cracking. And always believe you do, bro. Always believe you deserve what you get. You deserve it, man. I got you.
Yeah. Max, you're living life to the max.
We ain't
We're
come to play, did
networking.
we?
We're networking and making shit
We
happen
ain't come to play, Max.
through the podcast.
I'm shook. I don't even know what to say right now.
People listening, do you see how opportunity arises by being genuine, being yourself, and treating everybody right? Networking. This is what it's all about. Live life to the max.
This is the testimony. My testimony.
You gonna make me cry too, shit.
My testimony is to help people. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to help people. I'm here to tell them that go outside and take a nice breath of air, because I can't fucking do it. And for you to just say that, man. Fuck, man.
See what you did, Mario? God damn it, Mario.
That's my boy.
God damn it, Mario.
Deserves it, man.
Fuck.
Hold on. The glasses need to be straight.
Glasses gotta be straight. Hey, Max, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
My last podcast I did, I cried. It was on the Bradley Show. And I broke down in tears with millions of followers on there watching. And I couldn't hold it back. Because it was the anniversary of my day my brothers got killed. And I was on that show that same day. And he asked me about it. He didn't know that was the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he brought it up on the anniversary?
Yeah. I broke down. And I love to see men express themselves and, able to cry. Because it shows not only that
I haven't cried in so long.
it shows, vulnerability, right? Mm-hmm. And it shows masculinity. Because he's comfortable in himself, man, to do that.
Mm.
That's dope. So, yeah, I cried harder than you, bro. I couldn't even talk.
Bro,
I had my head in it.
bro, you have no idea how it is when your life changes. Like that quick. I was excelling so much. I was running miles, like 419, 1 mile 419. Like I was getting known, and
Yeah.
like just for something to happen, and you can't eat, you can't drink, you can't move your neck because you got a neck collar on. You can't fucking. People look at you like you're sick. You learn this whole new life that you don't want to fucking live, but you have to try. Because the devil takes over if you don't. If you don't try, the devil takes over, and then you live this pathetic, depressive life where you don't mean anything and you're not meaningful. When some people don't realize, like, you are meaningful, and you gotta appreciate the little things, because, man, like, I make it look easy living like this. I'm wearing a fucking Dior sweater and all this shit. Dude, I would take it all. I'd give it all back. I would give it all back if I could have my life and be homeless and work my way up. Fuck the Dior shoes, fuck the, you know what I mean? Fuck the Prada sunglasses. Like, I don't give a shit about all that. I mean, I just want to look good for this podcast, for you, and yeah, I mean, I'm blown right now, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, Did not expect that.
No, this is good.
It's in you, Max. It's not on you. You know, I would like that sweater better if it said Max, life to the max on it.
We're trying to do that.
You asked me what brands I had on earlier when we were talking, and I told you like maybe some designer pieces, but I don't give a shit. I wear what makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I wear a shirt from goddamn Walmart, and guess what? It's gonna be fly, cause I got it on, cause I'm me.
Yeah.
So Max, you man, and you special, and God got you here for a reason, bro. So you got to fight the good fight. You helping guys like me, man.
Bro, it's like so peaceful when I die though, and then when I come back, I feel this gravitational pull.
Yeah.
It's like bringing me back into this world, and then I wake up and I see Eric and I see my mom, and I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Like what's going on? And they're like, oh, you had septic shock, and you have to wait. And all this is waiting. I'm waiting for you. The reversal of paralysis. I'm waiting. If it even happens, I'm waiting for it. It's just all a waiting game. You have to be super patient when you're in a position like that. So.
How long has it been?
7 years.
7 years since the accident. He's talking about being in the hospital 2 months ago.
20. The car accident happened when I was 20 years old.
20.
Yeah, and me and the driver were not cool anymore. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
How many times have you fell asleep in the passenger seat?
1,000,000 times.
I'm sure a lot of people has. Imagine waking up and your whole world turns upside down.
And that's the thing about life. You just never know. That's why, man. I preach this all the time, man. Every day you wake up, you need to thank God that He woke you up today, because somebody else didn't wake up today.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody didn't wake up today, and you did. So every day you wake up, you get another chance. What you gonna do with it today?
Go act.
Yeah.
Damn right, baby. You're gonna be on set.
Yeah.
Get Max's respect, y'all.
Yeah. Life to the max.
Yeah.
I ask one thing. One thing. What are the little things you appreciate in life?
I appreciate my family.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate my family, man. I appreciate the ability that I can hear, see, and talk to my family.
You got out of the slumps, man. You fucking did it. You bought a gym. You're a fucking awesome artist. You got a song with NLE Choppa. You're a fucking boss, man. Mario fucking is a boss. For real, you're fucking awesome, man. And you still live like you're young, and you are young.
Thank you, man. For me, man, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for you, E, the whole team, the nurse. What's your name, Cindy?
Yeah, you got it.
Cindy, everybody, man. You know, people come into your life for a reason, Max, and always remember that. I will always say that when people come into your life, man, I treat everybody the same, open arms. I wouldn't treat you no different than I treat my homie E right here, man. All right? So I just
his actions spoke before his words. His
Yeah.
actions spoke louder before his words.
So I just make sure that I have that same consistency, so I don't have to fake who I am, bro. And so if I'm able to authentically be myself, and I might piss some people off, that's fine. But guess what?
Fuck them.
Just what Max said, y'all. I'm gonna let him speak for me on that one. But because I know my heart is pure, and that don't mean it's perfect. That means the motherfucker's just pure.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Facts.
Yeah, bro. Like, you're freaking like an enigma, dude. It's crazy. Like you said, I know acting company. I have all this.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
have
wake
a
up.
gym,
You're gonna wake
I
up
have-
in bed.
I have a gym. I freaking have a song. NLE Chopper. What's the song called?
Praying bad, and you better learn that motherfucker.
I will. I don't know NLE Chopper's part, but I'll fucking try it.
No,
Hey,
just
it's
just
falling
learn my
off.
part.
It's
He
falling
said,
off.
"Just learn my part."
I saw the Italy
My
Chopper,
headphones
man.
fell.
That little dude is the man.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, it was a great song. Yo, it's falling off my headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, dude. Like it's crazy. Like you came from streets and
Oh yeah.
you're fucking living life. You got fucking nice ice on you.
Man, you know what, man? Let me tell you something about this ice, right? My whole life, all I wanted was a diamond VVS chain. And when I got it,
Shit,
I bought a
didn't
bunch
shit.
of them, and I gave some away.
Dang.
I did, and I wasn't even rich. I just want other people to feel how I felt. That's the type of guy I am. I'm not rich, bro. But
Damn, you should have gave me one, bro.
Said everybody he told this to.
but I don't care. I have it, and stuff means nothing. You work so hard to get this one thing. When you get it,
That one thing.
it's the initial excitement is over.
So now that you knocked that initial excitement out the way with the VVS chain, what's the one thing now for Mario Canon?
Man, I want to be able to successfully purchase not only homes for my family, to put them in a better position. I want them. I want to be able to have like this like a youth center in my cities that I lived in crime. For the youth to have something to do to elevate mentally, so we don't go to primal,
Fucking amazing.
flight or fight, right? Because think about this. Think about how I came up, right? I didn't know. That's what I knew. You know what my goal was when I was 18 in the streets? My number one goal was to get a car with rims on it and to get gold teeth. Once I got that, I didn't care if I lived or died.
This is crazy.
Yo, bro,
I wonder how many
let's-
other people feel
Let's
like
fucking go in on the youth center together.
Okay. We'll get it cracking, man. My city needs it bad, man.
Let's get a pool in there. Let's get a freaking basketball court in there. Let's get a gym in there.
I want to do it all, man. I want to teach them how to do this right here, podcasting. I want to teach the kids about banking, credit. I want to teach them about the medical field. I want them to be free to express themselves, man, and not be in a box. Because I feel like right now they get put in a box and they got to sway a certain way. You got all these politics, all these different groups. They want to put these kids in. Let kids be kids right now, man. Let them be kids again, man.
I feel like even, the basketball courts and the big things is cool, Max, but I feel like the kids could even be exposed to a fucking computer. Learn some shit on Adobe Edition, learn some shit on graphic design.
That's what I'm on, man.
And teach them a teaspoon of knowledge and let them run with it.
Let them run with
and
it.
let them surprise you on how creative they get with this shit. Just some creative arts. It could be a $500 microphone with a $200 interface and, a makeshift booth, and they could rap.
They got it. They're so. I used to when I made my first studio in my room. I had wires running everywhere. That's when Radio Shack was like a thing. Man, I had so many wires. Like you would have thought it was like some 007 shit. You walk in there, you trip a wire, and all the lights go off, and you're gonna die, and it's gonna blow up. But no, I was recording with cassette tapes as a kid. I was recording my own cassette tapes I was probably barely 8, 9 years old, 7 years old, recording. I was doing dubs and everything. I still have those tapes of that day. This day. Yeah. I still got all my music.
Hell yeah. I'll make sure we keep our very first picture of this podcast table on a fucking coffee table, with
because it's gonna
straight
get
stands. We got to stay humble. You got to remember where you came from and appreciate your growth, right, Max?
Yeah.
You came a long way.
I would say the little thing, family, if anybody's out there, call your family member and say hi and just say I love you and say, I'm here, safe, everything like that. And I would say to end this podcast is knowledge is power. That's what it is. Knowledge is power, because this guy has a lot of knowledge and now he has a lot of power.
Do you feel powerful?
Hey, when people tell me good morning and they tell me how's your day going, I always say powerful every day.
Hell yeah.
Be powerful. Shout out to my boy LaWace Hawkins. he has the Be Powerful brand. But every day's powerful for me, man. Star power is powerful.
Facts.
So star power. Everybody's
Facts.
got star power. Everybody's got it.
Hell yeah.
Damn,
yeah.
I didn't even know that. I just fucking closed it with that. That's crazy.
Right? This is a very nice podcast. We thank you for having you.
Thanks for having me, man.
And you're super busy. This man fit us in between 2 other interviews, Max.
Yeah, I'm ready to head down right now to.
What's your next interview?
I'm gonna be on iHeartRadio headquarters downtown Chicago.
Hell yeah.
Jeez.
Max, one day we'll be competing with iHeartRadio.
Nah.
Hell yeah. But
Great,
no.
man. You're great.
Shout out to
Great
Mario
person,
Canon.
man.
Shout out to everything you do. Shout out to all your philosophies you shared with the people.
Hey, make sure they go check that Praying Bad out.
Shout out
Mario
to
Canon.
Say it one more
Elite
time.
Chopper.
Say it one more time.
Hey, make sure you guys go download it, go stream it. Mario Canon, Praying Bad, featuring Elite Chopper. Let's get it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Last question. How are you living life to the max? I know you just spent an hour talking about a powerful life, you know, but if you were to keep it just, how are you living life to the max?
I'm doing everything they said I can't, and I'm helping all the people they think I can't.
Just like us.
Does the Quad Father verify?
Grandfather verifies.
Is that your Italian accent?
You come to me and you need money. No. Totally verification all the way. Mario Canon's here. Let's fucking do it.
Hell yeah.
Listen to this podcast. Fucking great, dude.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
Thank you, Max,
Hey,
man.
Hey, we're gonna say peace in 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
X. Let's get it.